When I stepped out into the bright sunlight from the darkness of the movie house, I only had two things on my mind: Paul Newman and a ride home. I was wishing I looked like Paul Newman. He looks tough, and I don't. But I guess my own looks aren't so bad. I have light brown, almost red hair, and greenish gray eyes. I wish there were more gray, because I hate most guys that have green eyes. But I have to be content with what I have. My hair is longer than a lot of boys wear theirs, squared off in the back and long at the front and sides. But I am a greaser, and most of my neighborhood rarely bothers to get a haircut. Besides, I look better with long hair. I had a long walk home and no company, but I usually loan it anyway, for no reason except that I like to watch movies undisturbed. So I can get into them and live them with the actors. When I see a movie with someone, it's kind of uncomfortable. Like having someone read your book over your shoulder. I'm different that way. I mean, my second oldest brother, Soda, who is 16 going on 17, never cracks a book at all. And my oldest brother, Daryl, who we call Derry, works too long and hard to be interested in a story or drawing a picture. So I'm not like them. And nobody in our gang digs movies and books the way I do. For a while there, I thought I was the only person in the world that did. So I loaned it. Soda tries to understand at least, which is more than Derry does. But then, Soda is different from anybody. He understands everything almost. Like he's never hollering at me all the time the way Derry is, or treating me as if I'm 6 years old instead of 14. I love Soda more than I've loved anyone, even Mom and Dad. He's always happy and grinning, while Derry's hard and firm, and rarely grins at all. But then, Derry's gone through a lot in his 20 years, growing up too fast. Soda Pop will never grow up at all. I don't know which way's the best. I'll find out one of these days. Anyway, I went on walking home, thinking about the movie, and suddenly wishing I had some company. Greasers can't walk alone too much, or they'll get jumped. Or someone will come by and scream, "Greaser!" at them. Which doesn't make you feel too hot, if you know what I mean. We get jumped by the SOS. I'm not sure how you spell it, but it's the abbreviation for socials, the jet set, the West Side rich kids. It's like the term greaser. which is used to class all us boys on the east side. We're poorer than the Soc and the middle class. I reckon we're wilder, too. Not like the Soc, who jump greasers and wreck houses and throw beer blasts for kicks. And then later get editorials in the paper for being a public disgrace one day and an asset to society the next. Greasers are almost like hoods. We steal things, drive old souped-up cars, and hold up gas stations. And have a gang fight once in a while. I don't mean I'd do things like that. Derry would kill me if I got into trouble with the police. Since Mom and Dad were killed in an auto wreck, the three of us get to stay together only as long as we behave. So Soda and I stay out of trouble as much as we can, and we're careful not to get caught when we can't. I only mean that most greasers do things like that. Like we wear our hair long and dress in blue jeans and t-shirts, or leave our shirt tails out and wear leather jackets and tennis shoes or boots. I'm not saying that either Socs or greasers are better. That's just the way things are. I could have waited to go to the movies until Derry or Soda Pop got off work. They would have gone with me, or driven me there, or walked along, although Soda just can't sit long enough to enjoy a movie, and they bored Derry to death.